Hey guys, we just showed up at the property to go check the gifting area. We hadn't planned on coming out here, so I'm in my everyday walking shoes. I don't even have my little phone stick that I carry my phone with. And Kim's wearing her little Croc flipper shoes. Everybody, let's go this way. We're gonna just go back and check on the that area where I'm placed the gifts out. I don't step too close to that tree in case there's a snake under it. It's just so pretty today. It's not very hot yet. It's supposed to get up in the 90s, and then the rain starts again tomorrow. So I don't think I'll be going to the river swamp.
Just want to tell everybody that lives in Florida to be careful with this hurricane.
Yeah, you guys that are down in Central Florida,
In South Florida,
you all that are in the path of that hurricane, and you guys buckle down, be safe during that. They're projecting a Category 4 at landfall, and from my experience, I spent my entire life down here. I've been through a few dozen hurricanes.
we survived Michael.
Once they hit that warm water and they slow down, they build strength significantly. And it wouldn't surprise me if this Hurricane Dorian doesn't reach a Category 5. We went through a Cat 5 last year. We stayed because we don't have a way to take the animals, our goats, with us, and we're not going to leave them to fend for themselves. If we can't bring them, then we're not going to leave. We'll stay with them. If the Lord takes us home, then that'll just be the way it ends. But we believe that we're doing what Holy Spirit's called us to do by rescuing these goats and training them as companion animals, and by staying with them to keep them safe. I honestly don't believe that the Lord's gonna let anything happen to us. I really don't. The sun's glaring. I want to show you guys that, if I can block the sun out, that little tunnel going under the bushes right there, it creeps me out. Every time we would come out here late in the evening, it's a trail, it's a game trail, but every time we come out here, you get such an odd, creepy feeling coming from that way. This is our path. This is the way that our last two trips out here, this is the way that we came out. Exiting that area it's just an easier walk than it is going back into it the way we normally go in. And neither one of us have snake boots on, so we're not going that way. That little plant right here, this guy, that's Florida people, we call them blueberries. It's I believe it's a huckleberry, the true name. That's a beetle. Squirrels disassembled a pine cone. You can see how thick all of this is. It just has really, yeah, that's the reflector from before the hurricane.
Yep.
This was so I could come out. When it got dark on me, it's really hard to find your way out of here. So I put little reflectors on the limbs. It was either cutting the trees down to have an open path or put reflectors on them. And I'm not going to come out here and just cut the trees down. There's too much wildlife that depends on the foliage. It's not a far walk back here. Wish I would have brought my little phone stick that I made. What's that? That's a weird track. Is that a deer? No? Well, maybe.
That right there is a deer. This here I think is a...
Maybe one of them. Possum. The only thing we have on us that is standard equipment for when we go out here is our sidearm. That's the way we normally come out. I was just looking. We're going to go this way. We're just trying to take the easiest path, as we're both in short breeches and neither one of us have snake boots on. Look how all this is cleared right here. That's where all that dead brush. So there's a limb. That pine limb right there. It was laid in here. Something's drug it out. I don't know. Yeah, it's just laying there.
No, it's fresh. Something's been...
No, it was the top out of that tree right there.
But I'm saying, it's new.
Yeah, but I drug it in here.
I know.
I drug it up in there so we could walk down the path. And there's the other ones. The other limbs are right over there. I just drug them out of the way so that we could walk back and forth through here. If something moved it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It may have been, it could have been that bear, mama bear, I guess.
I don't want that mama bear, please. Out.
No, well, we only got her in a couple of pictures. We didn't get her at all last year.
Well, look there. Something's been laying there.
No, that's the old trail.
I mean, that circled,
Yeah.
brushed out spot there.
Yeah, that's the trail. She's talking about this. It goes through. It used to go through, but that tree fell and blocked it, so we have to go around now.
It looks like somebody has been in it.
This is that the horseshoe track? No.
There's a puppy dog track.
We had found horseshoe tracks on here. They just started out of nowhere and they stopped. Like whatever it was, something had set it down from the sky. It walked about 175 feet and then it was picked up.
Alright, here's an old one.
Yeah, that ain't it. No, that's...
No, that one's from your shoe.
Yeah, that's from my boot. No, it's about the size of the coffee cup. We gotta bring some more minerals out here for them.
Is that right there?
No, that's the deer. They're still traveling this path. I wonder if I should move this limb out of the way. I've left it to give them a little tunnel to go through there, but Here, I'm gonna move it. Oop, hold up. There we go. Alright, now that one's drug out of the way. So if it's moved next time we come back, I doubt it'll be moved. See, the deer still traveling through here.
Yeah.
There's the tracks right there. We got some really healthy deer in this area. We have done a little bit of hunting out here. There's a lot of deer, but we just don't hunt it regularly. We feed them. We gotta get some more minerals to put out for them. All these large trees, this is all from the hurricane. All these broken trees, it looks horrible. Watch them briars. Don't have that creepy feeling no more. Huh?
It was low, but it was back there. It was dark. It moved. I don't know if that was a bear or a fox.
It's really hard to hold the camera steady. I should have brought my thing.
It was right back here. Right just behind.
We'll come around over there through the trail. That's where the mineral feeding section is. Oh, geez. That's from the hurricane. It's a big tree. I mean, it snapped these things like pencils.
Maybe the next one will clear it out.
Oh. It feels normal out here now. But we're not up there by that cleared area. These doggone gnats are driving me crazy. That area right back there, that's where it looks like somebody's raked all the pine needles and leaves out from under it. It's cleared. That's that spot. Look. Oh, it's still recording. Hey, sorry guys, I dropped the phone. I got issues with my hands from when I broke my neck. There's an old, that used to be a gopher turtle hole. He's moved. You know, we could clear these dead trees out right here. This would be a good area to plant turnips and stuff for them, for the deer. I'm not looking to feed these giants.
Yeah, good. Clear that out.
Stumps up here. Oh, just look, babe.
Where'd it go?
Oh, it fell off. There's a coral. No. No.
Yeah, but where's the clear rock?
I don't know. It's probably just... Oh, there it is. That's it. Okay.
And then where's the baseball bat? No,
Oh, look.
Oh.
Oh, check. Look at that. You guys see that? Looks like it was thrown at the ground.
It stepped on.
Yeah, stepped on. Wow. She could have been. It's in there. Golly. Look at where it skinned the
Yeah. Go out.
Get in the light. Can you guys see that? Look at the white mark on it. It's an old baseball, dirty baseball. Look at where it hit the dirt. I guess it was... Oh, I shouldn't have dug it up. I had to stick my fingers under it and I messed the hole up. Crud. Wonder what would have done that. I had it... I don't know if you guys remember. I had it wedged in right here. Like, it's cracking. Okay. They didn't take nothing. I think that's all it was. They took the blue rock the last time we checked it. It was gone. Everything was on the ground. The coral was kind of stuck on the bark on that root. But the oyster shell, the clear stone is right down there. I don't know if I got it on video. It was right down there in the ground. The coral was hung up on the bark right there on the side. And the oyster shell was right down there. But the baseball was over there. The ground's sand, but it's hard. It's fairly hard. Well, that's probably me. See where the grass is all stomped down? I think that was me.
Yeah, but not right there.
Oh, look. See that weed?
Yeah. I'm looking at this.
That's been stepped on. Huh?
I'm looking at the grass that was right there. You didn't step on that.
No, that wasn't mashed. Look at the weed. See that weed right there?
Yeah.
How it's been over? Something stepped on it.
All the way through.
I haven't seen tracks, so. I don't see any tracks.
Hey, bird's nest.
Yep.
What about nature? Bird's nest.
No, I don't know if there's eggs in it.
Might be able to look at
Yeah,
it.
we'll leave it alone. This one little finches. See how it looks like it's smashed down? It's almost like the grass has been eaten or
All the way through.
pulled up. Well, that's one of the game trails.
Isn't that travel game trail?
I don't know.
Look. That is not a shoe print.
That maybe weren't just stepped though.
No. This looks bigger than that.
Let me see if there's any. This is that side, you get a really bad feeling. Right in there, that's the clearing. And I don't know if you guys can see it. That's the clearing right there. Right on the other side of this fallen tree. You know, guys, I don't know how much of that y'all caught. I just realized the camera was off. Crud. I'll have to check it when I go back to edit the video. Let me show you right quick. I don't know what's going on. Guess when I dropped it, The baseball was moved from there, where I got it wedged in the stump. It was right there, but it was like smashed deep in the ground. Let's just go around right here and we'll come out right there on the trail. I want to check that other spot, but it's acting up. Okay, we're gonna have to stop the recording, I think. Hey guys, my phone was messing up. The camera, it keeps shutting off, and it says maximum video length reached. And I'm trying to figure out how to get it to record, and I just got a message that said that my internal storage is full. So I guess I'm gonna have to delete a bunch of video. I don't know how long this is gonna record, but we're heading out. But I just wanted to walk through this cleared area again on the way back. This is where we seen that black thing that looked like a bear. I thought it was moving. Watch the limbs. This is that area, that cleared area. This is, you get such a...
It's in a circle.
Yeah. It's just such a bad feeling when you come in here. Yeah, I am armed, but that still doesn't help with the bad feeling.
Like you're being watched.
Yeah. Always feels like you're being watched. Oh, that scared me. I just looked right in the middle of the screen. I thought that was something black sitting there looking at me. Oh, it scared the crap out of me. It's just a shadow, a shading. Here, everybody, let's go back up here and get on the property. I don't like being over here. See if we got any more deer heads.
You didn't hear that?
I heard something move.
Yeah.
In the brush.
It was big.
Hold on, just a minute.
Let's go on and get out of here.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, I see movement back there. Can't see it on the phone. Okay. Guys, we're gonna work our way back up toward the trail. Here's where the heads were, the deer heads. There's nothing there. Oh, he was. It's starting to get really hot. I'm gonna have to go home and delete a bunch of video. I don't have no way of saving it. I've got a memory card in my phone, but I don't have a computer to save all my video files. We're gonna head back to the truck and get out of here. We're not prepared to come out in the brush today. We took our granddaughter to school and decided we stop by here on the way home and check the gifts. Kind of glad that we did. This little tree right here, before the storm, we had a young buck was coming in here, a little guy, and he's rubbing his horns on that. And that was 2 years in a row he used that same tree, and we watched him several times when we come out here hunting. We were thinning out some of the animals. We had a couple of bucks on here that were really aggressive toward the does, and they were.
There's a bed right there.
Yeah, that's that spot. That's where I had all these limbs. Remember?
Yeah.
We had all that stuff stacked in there. It's like something drug them out to make a blind. It's not.
Something drug it out to make a bed.
A few weeks back, when I come up here, this was all clean. It was all cleared out. I had limbs stacked in there. A lot of this stuff that fell right there is where we dumped the minerals out in the feed for the does. So when they start nursing, they require more nutrients. And we've been having 2 birth cycles a year out of the deer here the last few years. And so the does were getting really poor from being malnutrition, from having malnutrition. And so I drug all the limbs and put them under here so we could dump minerals and oat seed and just all kind of goodies for them right there, about 30 foot from where I'm sitting. Well, I stuffed all the limbs under here, and something pulled them out. A few weeks ago, we come up here, and all of this was clean. It was like a natural hunting blind. You get up in there, it's got a window right there. Well, that limb's in the way right now, but it's a window you could see out all through there. And then, of course, you could see right here where we feed them. But I guess the last time when I poked my head in it, whatever was using it, I left my scent behind, I'm thinking, and now they're not using it no more. I ruined it for whatever was using it. Oh, this is private property. Nobody has permission to be on it. Right here is where we put out all the seeds and the mineral salts and the grain. We do it to feed the doe. We have a lot of does that they have new babies every year. We got a lot of bucks out here, a lot of nice bucks, but we had 2. One of them was young. We had a 5-point and a little 7-point that were just aggressive. They would attack the little yearling deer. They would attack the does. If a doe was in here with 2 fawns, it was nothing for them to swing their head over, and they'd bite the fawns, or they'd kick them with their front feet, or they'd use their horns and they'd hit them and kind of sling them up, throw them. So we decided it's best to harvest those 2, in which we did. But we have some beautiful large deer in here. We've got 2 9-point bucks that are just massive. Down here, 160-pound deer is a big deer, and one of them we got on film. He was such a large deer in a different color. I took the video to the Game and Fish Commission to show them, because there are no farms around here. We're 9.5 miles off of the highway, and we have one neighbor. He's about 300 or 400 yards. We have to pass him on our road. When we come here, we pass his place, and it's about 300 or 400 yards, and we get to our gate. And he's probably a half a mile from where we're at right now. But anyhow, his yard's fenced in. They raise German Shepherds, big German Shepherds. And so there is no feed. They don't hunt. They don't mess with the wildlife at all. And there's no reason for a deer to get that big. But the biologists at the Game and Fish Commission had told us that back in the 70s, some people had brought down some black-tailed deer from up north. And I don't know if that's the same thing as a mule deer. I've never seen a real mule deer or a blacktail before. Never hunted further north than Alabama. But he said that they brought them down and they ended up getting in trouble with the law, and I think it was drug trafficking. And before they got raided, they turned those deer loose, and they've bred with our native whitetail. And by the video I showed him and the pictures we had of that deer at the feeder, we had another buck, a little 8-point, that was walking with him. And the biologist said the little 8-point was around 140 to 150 pounds. He was an average Sandhills deer. And they said that other buck, yeah, they said the big buck, his best guess was around 230 to 240 pounds. He's just huge, and we've seen him several times, but we're not going to shoot him. He doesn't hurt none of the other ones. He's not aggressive. We've killed all we're going to kill off this property, unless we have another one show up that's aggressive. We normally hunt in the swamps. But anyhow, we're coming up on the truck. We just wanted to share this walk with you guys as we check the gifting area. I have no idea what slammed that ball into the ground like that. Maybe you guys have seen that type of thing before and could give us a little insight. And you guys, y'all be safe, and heads up on that hurricane. It's going to be a bad one. But until next time, thank y'all for joining us and going along with us on this little walk. And hopefully we'll get some good weather here in the next few days, and I'll be able to get back to Hog Mountain. Well, God bless you, and we'll see you guys again soon.